This morning with Nicole Mansour, formerly known as Nicole Fox of 5FM. And as a new mom living in Lagos, she had to learn how to prepare healthy dishes for her baby boy, Dean, and that is exactly what she's going to do this morning for us, Nicole. So this is going to be very interesting. I think it's daunting for a lot of parents to cook for their babies, don't you think?
It is, and it was very daunting for me, but, you know, necessity dictates, and it's really simple to do. I challenge any new parents, cook for your kids. Don't just resort to pre-prepared foods. It's really easy. You know what's going into it, and you can give them really, really healthy food and give them all the nutrients that they need. Great.
So before we get to our actual recipe, as a mom, you need to be able to stay healthy. Your immune system needs to be strong enough. How do you do it?
Definitely. You've got to stay healthy. You don't want to make your kids sick, and you've got to be strong to look after them the whole time. So ginger tea is what I recommend. All you need to do is take your boiling water, you add some ginger to it, and you can let it simmer on the stove if you want. You can add some lemon, which is great, some vitamin C.
Oh, lovely.
And you simply pour it. It's that simple.
So you let it soak and you sip on that?
Let it soak, sip on it, and you can add some honey, which will give you some flavour, and it's also great for the throat.
Oh,
so
lovely.
This is what I highly recommend, and you can sip on that.
Okay.
While you're cooking.
Imagine the guys, you can do it as well. You know, it's not only for the mums.
Exactly, it's super easy to do.
All right, so let's get to the recipe. What are you going to cook for us today?
All right, I'm going to do a salmon and broccoli pasta.
Nice.
For babies.
All right.
Now, you can start giving them this to them at a fairly young age, when they're a few months old.
Which is where, roughly four?
Well, I mean, you know, it depends when you start giving your baby solids, and everybody is different.
Yeah.
But for younger babies, you can puree this food.
Okay.
And then as they get older and get used to more textures, you just start mashing it
up.
Use a fork, and then eventually they're eating the stuff whole. So
great. So take us through. What do we need?
All right. First of all, you're going to fry some onion.
Lovely.
And some garlic.
Which is also good for the immune system.
Exactly.
Babies also need to develop a strong immune system.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, for the more adventurous, you can add more and more garlic. You can start with it slightly less.
Experiment what your baby likes, I guess.
Exactly. We've got some cooked pasta, and we have got some steamed broccoli as well. So make sure that you steam your broccoli and cook some pasta. Whichever pasta is easy to puree or to mash. You take that.
Oh, that's very cute little pastas you have here. What are they? Like little...
We've got little pasta shapes, little animal shapes, and very, very healthy, gluten-free and all that.
Nice. So listen to that.
This is the way to go.
Awesome. So, of course, you can make this recipe yourself at home for your baby if you're a new mom. Just SMS the keyword salmon to 33728. We'll send you on that Pick and Pay shopping list.
And now you simply add everything to the pan.
Go for it.
You'll see we're making quite a lot today.
Yes.
And that is because what I like to do is I like to batch cook.
Okay, so you do everything at once and then you don't have to do it for a while.
Exactly, and then you make X amount of portions.
Yes.
For us, this will be about 5 portions.
Yeah.
And then you freeze it. And that is the way to home cook for a baby.
That is the way to home cook, all right.
Now, salmon is particularly good for kids and for babies. They need their omegas, omega-3s and 6s. It's really good for brain development, eye development, and that is what you need, especially in the first year.
Yes.
So this is a really, really good one for babies and for kids. You literally just mash it all. This is actually wild tinned salmon, and just like fresh salmon, you get the same amount of omegas from it. So you don't have to use fresh salmon. You can just buy the tinned wild salmon.
All right.
So you take some single cream, you add it to the dish, and then we have got some Parmesan cheese, which you add. And you've just got to stir it through so that it melts.
I'm impressed. Of course, once again, we are making a lovely salmon dish, especially for new moms. You can feed this to your baby or mushing it. Or even, what did you say? What is the other one? You can do it with, like...
You can puree it.
Puree it. There we go, exactly. So SMS the keyword salmon to 33728. We'll send you on the Pick and Pay shopping list all the ingredients you can get. But living in Lagos, I mean, it's not difficult to get some of these things, or can you pretty much get everything?
Yeah, I have to be very careful with the recipes I use. I can't have incredibly fancy recipes because I can't get all of the ingredients there. I've got to be quite simple. A lot of the vegetables I buy from the markets on the road.
That's it.
So
but at least you know they are fresh and good.
Yeah, and pretty organic too.
Exactly.
And
homegrown stuff.
Yeah, for adventurous babies, you can add a little bit of black pepper for seasoning if you want. And certainly if you're going to cook for the whole family, then take your baby's portion out first, and then later you can add some more seasoning like salt, pepper, etc. and serve that for the whole family.
But I guess that you introduce slowly from a young age, like you said, from 4 months onwards, you know, start little by little.
Yeah, I would, you know, keep the pepper for a little bit later on, and it's recommended not to give babies in the first year salt or sugar. So
that's it.
Keep away from those.
You've been through this, eh?
It's kind of can't believe it, but
That's
yes,
it.
I have done it.
But is that it?
And that is it. As long as the Parmesan cheese is melted.
That's it. It's melted, so let's dish it up.
We can dish it up, and then we can mash it.
Perfect. I'll pop this down there. Oh, this actually looks yummy. I'm going to have a taste.
You're welcome.
Look at that. You know what? That's healthy.
It's very,
and especially,
very healthy.
baby will not feel left out because he has to eat his own food, Now you can all eat together as a family.
Exactly. So if you don't mind, I can go ahead and show you.
Yeah,
I mean, it's very,
it.
very simple. You just mash everything together.
Yes.
As I said, depending on how old your baby is, it's going to depend how big the pieces he can eat. But I mean, something like this would be fine for my baby to eat. I mean, he would be able to manage that sort of texture.
Exactly. Your boy is now a year and a couple of weeks old.
Exactly. So he would be fine with something like that. And for the younger babies, you just puree it. Simple, done. It's healthy, it's nutritious, and the whole family can enjoy it.
That is lovely. So SMS the keyword salmon to 33728. We'll send you all of those ingredients. I'm going to have a taste. Nicole, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
It's at the All Seasons Milk Factory where we found goodness produced on a daily basis. Pick and Pay, always there for you.